Is that working? I think it's working now, I'll tell you. I've had an awful time trying to get this to work. YouTube changes it up every week, it seems like, on these lives. They changed it up again. There's still probably an echo in here as well, but I'll have to fix that later. See, now that doesn't make sense right there. Oh man, I tell you what, these lives, I don't know why they make it so difficult for some reason. All right, there's the monitor. Shoo! They've changed up the entire format on my side. Nothing looks like it did last week at all. It's different. All right, so I guess this is working. I can't tell. Cannot tell. Looks like it is. Let me see here. There's a few people. I'm going to try to move this camera without it falling over. You guys hang in there for a second. See if I can adjust this camera a little. So, man, come on now. All right. Maybe that won't fall over now. This little desktop tripod is a pain in the butt. Okay, so I think it's working finally. YouTube changed the settings on my live and it took me forever to get this thing to log on. I couldn't get it to work for nothing. This little desktop, my goodness, I can't talk. This little desktop tripod I'm working on here. All right, yes, 5x5 here. Got somebody in Florida. Okay, I think it's working now. My goodness, I tell you what. YouTube changes this every week. It took me forever. So YouTube wants me to do my lives in the up and down format. And when I go sideways, it wants me to do it vertically. When I do horizontal, it won't let me do it. And I have to go in there and find the setting, and they hide the setting every time. Every time. I tell you what, it's a pain. I need to use some kind of software for these lives. My good buddy Tony, he uses some kind. Let me adjust this chair. My goodness. Somebody's been sitting in my chair. But anyways, my good buddy Tony, when he does a live, he's got some kind of software that he uses. I need to try that out because using my phone here and the computer does not work good at all. It just, I don't know. It doesn't go over well for some reason. We have a super chat from Mark. Good evening, Mark. How's it going up there? A long-time supporter of the channel there, Mr. Mark. How's it going? Got Chris, got Ben, got Wayne, looky there. There's my good buddy Carl. Hi from Raleigh. How's it going down there, Carl? Ain't talked to you in a while. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Carl Peterson, good people right there, good people. New edger shed is looking good. It is, it's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. But 5 tons, 3 tons. I know what you mean. I know what you mean by that. Shoo. But it's been a busy day. I had to mow the yard today, which means I had to mow 3 different yards since we own 3 houses here on this street. And I'm trying to find a hay baler. So, and that search has turned into a very expensive search, put it that way. I didn't realize how expensive hay balers were, or brand new ones. Cheapest one I found was like $28,000 for a New Holland. Man, they're high. And there's several used ones around here, but to be honest with you, I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't have a good knowledge of hay balers yet. I've never worked on one or nothing like that, and I'm trying to find one because my hay needs to be cut in the next probably 2 weeks. It could probably be cut tomorrow if I had time. But when we cut hay back in June, the guy down the road, my good buddy Mike, we used his baler, and that thing has went down again. It's not even working anymore, so I don't have a baler, which is not good. But I do have a mower and the rake and everything, so I'm trying to find a baler. Not having much luck though, I tell you. The used market for hay balers up here is wide open. But it kind of scares me. You go look at these balers and they want like $5,000 for them, and they look kind of rough, and they say they work and they're field ready, but you don't know that for sure, you know? That's why I like buying new equipment, because at least you get a warranty with that. You know how it's going to be taken care of. But man, new balers. There's a New Holland has a utility baler. And it's probably the cheapest one I found, and it's $26,000. $26,000, and that's the cheapest one I think. But that's a lot of coin to drop on something you're only doing twice a year. I'm only baling about 13 acres here, so if I sell hay twice a year, I did the math. It would take me like 9 years to break even on something like that. I don't know. Let me see here. Got Sean, a new one with a warranty or roll the dice. You're exactly right. It's like buying a tractor. You buy a used tractor, you don't know what you're going to get. It's like anything that's used. You don't know what you're getting. Oh, goodness, here. I'm looking for a round baler, like a 4x5 or a 4x4. I'm not real picky. I just like to find one that's used that's not going to be a disaster. I've seen too many videos on YouTube where guys buy these used hay balers and they're disasters. But I don't know. The search goes on. Hello, Joe. I changed my mind, buddy. I made it home soon tonight. I was talking to Joe earlier today down in Georgia, and he was asking about my live, and I said, I don't know. I'm pretty tired. I'd go to a bunch of family stuff today, and I actually made it back in time, so I thought I'd run down here and do one real fast. Got Mr. Daryl Bagwell with us. Hello there, Daryl. James, who's that young fella in the boy? I tell you, that was about 2012, I think, when that picture was taken. 2012. Whew, long time ago. Let me see here. What product do you use for your beard? Man, I ordered it on Amazon. It's called like Viking shampoo and conditioner or something. I've used the same thing for years. And a name for the mini excavator? No. I think I'll just call it mini excavator. I could never come up with nothing that was kind of catchy. So I think I'll just call it the Cotto excavator. Let me see. Keith Carey's with us down in Texas. I'm doing good. I've been looking for a hay baler, and I'm not having much luck. Knoxville, been looking for a portable mill. If you're looking to buy a used one, Wood-Mizer, Georgia right now has brand new Wood-Mizers in stock down in Georgia. If that's the route you're wanting to go, they're hydraulic, I'm pretty sure. Mr. Bond is with us from Indiana. Mr. Bond has turned into a sawmilling, it's turned into sawmill palooza up there at Mr. Bond's farm. I tell you, he's putting up pictures every day on that LT40 sawing stuff up. Man, he's making me look bad. He is wearing it out up there sawing up stuff. But when you got a brand new mill, that's what you want to do right there. Nothing wrong with that. He's got some nice stuff. I tried to cut some water today. Got Carl with us in South Carolina. Got Dale. You see here. How many people's on here? 200, about 200 people. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're talking about sawmills and hay balers and all that good stuff today. If anybody out there has a good round baler they're not using, that they're wanting to sell, that will actually work and not cause me headaches, let me know. There's plenty of them for sale here. I'm just scared to buy one. Got our good friend Richard with us, 762 with his super chat there. How's it going, Richard? Good to see you. That's a great number right there. 762. Richard always does his super chats in calipers, in case you guys haven't noticed so far, but when he does that. Some of my favorite numbers right there. Excuse me, I just ate half a pizza. Found some balers. Man, that's the problem. There's a ton of balers for sale up here. It's a gamble. You don't know what you're going to get. You know, you can go out and spend $5,000 or $7,000 on a round baler. Excuse me, and you may get it home. It may make 2 bales. It may make 10. May make 200. You don't know. I don't know. It's a gamble. It's a gamble. I just hate to spend $26,000 on a brand new one when I'm only going to use it twice a year. It just seems like a lot of money for something like that. The new shop is going very well. Jeremy Scott inspired me to start my custom furniture out of Alabama. Oh, good job, Jeremy. There's plenty of people out there needing custom furniture. People hit me up all the time for tables. I just don't have time to build them no more. Got a super chat here from Mr. Bond. We should change Mr. Bond's name to LT40 Bond. I tell you, he was wearing out that LT40 up there in Indiana. So Daryl Bagwell's mini late fees. Yeah, Mr. Bagwell's been going to a lot of concerts here recently, so I know where his money's going, but I don't blame him. He went and saw Lee Greenwood the other day, if I remember right. I saw Lee Greenwood years ago, long time ago. Richard, yes, sir, I did. I sure did. Appreciate that. I did find it. I saw your email, Richard, but I did not hit the reply button for some reason. I can't recall why I did not respond to you. Probably because I had 100 emails that day. Let me see here. Yeah, so the LT70's been down here at the new barn for 2 weeks. And I have 3 videos sawmilling in the new building. I just haven't got them edited yet. I've been kind of behind getting ready for hay season, mowing, and doing some maintenance. We had a water leak up at the house. Bruno started school back. I could give you all kinds of excuses. But we're sawing in the new building now, and you guys should see that on YouTube either tomorrow or Tuesday. Let me see here. Sean Nelson talking about some hardwoods down there in Carolina. A lot of pine in Carolina, a lot of yellow pine. The carnivore diet, I failed. I failed. I did it for about 4 days, and I was starving to death. And you guys are worried about me because I need to eat every day to keep my calories up so I can keep working. So the carnivore diet did not work for me. I just couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it. I like my pasta and my pizza and my breads and all that stuff. Pasta and pizza is the same thing, though, ain't it? Buck is with us down in Rome, Georgia. The mill, yes, sir, Keith. The mill has been moved. You guys will see those videos this week. The first log I put on the 70 at the new barn was a big black walnut, 24-inch diameter. Man, it was a nice one. Sure was a nice one. Carbs for life. I'm with you on that. Got Mr. Carolina Outdoors with us. Let me see here. Sorry about the yawning. I've been mowing all day today and burning a brush pile yesterday. Are you in your new office in the new house beside the shed? Yes. I finally got moved down here last weekend. So this is the log cabin. You can't see it, but behind that drywall is giant logs. This is a log cabin. I kind of wish the drywall wasn't here and it was just logs behind me. That'd be pretty neat. But Middlefield Custom Sawmill, how's it going? These comments are mixing together for some reason. YouTube messes this up all the time, man. They mess it up all the time. Electricity to the pole barn. No. I called the power company to come out and do a line of sight to see where I could put my pole. They not even came out yet, so I'm kind of having to wait until they come out to tell me where to put my pole before I can even do anything on that. But hopefully that will happen sooner than later. If not, I'll just put some power units to run the lights for now. See here, glad you make it back to milling, not so much on barn building. I show everything on here anymore. I show gardening, I show hay, I show the sawmill, I show everything. The gravel, I still need about 10 more tons. Or is it 5 tons? I can't remember. 5 or 10 tons. I still need quite a bit. Fall is my favorite time for sawmilling. Yeah, that and probably winter for me. A winter day when it gets to be about 11 o'clock in the morning when it's about 45 or 50 degrees, that's perfect for sawmilling right there. It's not hot, it's not too cold. You know, you can work more because you're not sweating constantly. Hard to beat right there, hard to beat. Sorry guys about the yawn. I've been up all day early this morning. Got my shirt. Well, thank you very much, Trent, for buying a shirt. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, talks about a chrome baler. I've not seen any of those for sale. Miss seeing tools on the wall. Give me time. I just got this book case the other day for all these books to go on. I got Kevin with us in Australia. Got somebody in Canada with us as well. A&M Farm, really enjoy haymaking videos. Do a lot of hay over in Weber City. You're not too far from me. I go to Weber City, La Coretta and eat just about every Sunday, actually. I might see you over sometime. I'm not hard to miss. So, all my family's actually from Fort Blackmore and Rye Cove, actually. You going to be at Paul Bunyan this year? Yes, I will be at Paul Bunyan this year. On Saturday. I'll be at the Woodmiser guys on Saturday. You see, you got Mark Holmes from Michigan with us there. Appreciate you watching there, Mark. Got Mom and Dad are doing well. I went actually to see Mother. I took her some tomatoes about 2 hours ago, and she made me some banana pudding. And that's why I'm sleepy right now, as I ate a big bowl of it a few minutes ago. My goodness. Good old banana pudding. My mom makes the best banana pudding, but most people probably say that. Let me see here. Sheridan Park Farms is with us there. Mr. Chuck is with us. Chuck, you got a round baler? Or are you still buying your hay? I meant to ask you that the other day. Reserved my Airbnb for Paul Bunyan yesterday. I can't wait to see you. Yeah, Mr. Nelson. Yeah, the Paul Bunyan show up in Ohio. So the Paul Bunyan show's coming up, guys, in October. It's in Ohio, Cambridge. It's a Thursday, Friday. No, it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday show. Maybe Thursday as well. Gosh, I can't remember. I'll be there Saturday with the Woodmiser guys for a few hours, so I'm not sure what time yet. So I'll be around there. I may be around Friday evening. Somebody wants to go out to eat or something, maybe, if I make it up there in time. Okay, Chuck, you're still buying your hay. Chuck, you should buy a round baler so I can borrow it. That sounds like a good plan right there. You can do the maintenance on it too and supply the twine, and I'll just use it when I need it. Let me know when you buy it, Chuck. I'll come over and borrow it. Or you can just bring it over. Give you a good excuse to come see me. Keep us posted on the bunion. I sure will. I sure will. I think the bunion show is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I can't remember, but I'll be there Saturday. I'll probably be at the Wood Miser tent for about 2 to 3 hours on Saturday. Okay, so we got a question up here from James. He was asking Middlefield Custom Sawmill if they do any custom sawing. So if they're still in here, James is yelling at you. It might be a potential customer for you. Let me see. Chuck says I'll get right on that. Hey, Chuck, we ate every bit of that jerky. And I'm going to order some more. And don't do what you did last time. I'm going to order some more. So just leave it at that. That stuff was delicious. Man, it was so good. Very good stuff right there. Sheridan Park Farm. See if I can find a link. I'm going to find a link to this real fast, guys. You talked about some good jerky. Sheridan Park Farms. It's my good buddy Chuck. He's over in North Carolina. He's selling jerky now. And if you like jerky, buy some of this jerky. Let me see if I can find it here. Shop. There's the shop button. Okay. And boy, it's good. We bought 2 bags from him last week, and we ate every bit of it. Every bit of it. If I can get this to pull up. Oh, right. Where's it at? Where is it at? Right there it is. All right, guys, this is the sweet chili jerky. And Chuck, he's got a farm over in Carolina. He does all kinds of stuff. Poultry, he does farmers market, and he does hands into everything. He's making jerky now, and this isn't a paid endorsement by Chuck or nothing like that. He didn't ask me to do this, but we ordered 2 bags off of him last week because I love jerky, and I'll tell you what, guys, it's good stuff. It's some good stuff. I'm gonna order some more of it. I'm going to order some more of it tonight, actually, when I get done with this live, because that second bag didn't last but just a few minutes. Me and the wife went right through it. But if you like jerky, go buy some. Good stuff. And he's a small farm, sole proprietorship, small-time farming, so he helps support small farms in addition to that. And he didn't pay me to say any of that. He had no idea I was going to mention his jerky tonight. The only reason I thought of it is because he got on this chat here. So anyways, go get you some jerky and you'll be glad you did. So we're up to 200 some people on here, not too bad. And we'll do a little bit longer here. We've got about 20 some minutes into it here. I used to do these lives every Sunday. Then when it got to be nice weather this summer, I just didn't have time. Did not have time. All right, got Doug with us in Arkansas. Okay, James talking to that one guy there. About cutting 36 inches, okay. My blind is open. I keep on seeing these headlights back here. I don't know what was going on. Got William with us up in Virginia. Enjoy the channel. Thanks for watching, William. I appreciate it. What's the first mill you had? Did it make you money? I had an LT28 Wood Miser, and yes, it made money. I did a mobile job with it the first weekend I had it. Made $500 the first weekend. Only had that sawmill for 3 weeks, and I took it back and traded it back in because I wanted a hydraulic mill. A mobile sawmill with a manual sawmill is tough work. Hard to make any money doing that. Got to have hydraulic. Got to have a hydraulic mill to do stuff like that. Very difficult with a manual mill. Very difficult. All right. So, I think I'm caught up here on most of this stuff. Oh man, remembers when you had a skid steer? Gosh, yeah, that was that old Bobcat. Man, I hated that. I hated that skid steer. Man, that thing was awful. I bought it used of 2,000 hours, and it was a rough time right there, Saul. And it was rough times. I worked on that thing all the time. It seems like something went wrong on that machine constantly. Let me see here. I have an LT15 and figuring that out. Yeah, mobile sawmilling. You need a hydraulic. If you're doing custom sawing at your own place and they bring the logs to you, you might be okay. It's just gonna be a lot of work. You ever order any of that KBC coffee? I have not. Do you ever miss the old place? No. I didn't have room to work over there. I mean, it was about 3 acres. It was mostly rock and didn't lay good at all. It was terrible. I don't miss that place at all. Never look back. Never look back. The chickens are doing very well. Well, actually, one died the other day. Fell over dead. Don't know why. Just fell over dead for some reason. Fell over dead. Badges on the show. Oh, that's my shadow box for when I retired up there. That's my badges that I wore for all those years. Those will be in the Smithsonian one day when I pass, probably. So, anyways, you were sawmill on site one time, filmed some big explosion. Oh yeah, gosh, that was. I was sawing for a local farmer, and they were blasting for some rock to build a Weigel's convenience store. Man, that was a long time ago. Gosh, that was about 6 or 7 years ago, man. Side of the road, the LT35. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I've came a long way when you look back at stuff like that, man. It's been a long, hard road, though. None of this has happened overnight. None of it's happened overnight. It's still a work in progress, I'll tell you. LT35 and the old Bobcat skid steer. That skid steer tore up every day. Every day something happened in that machine. That's why I'm gun shy. I'm buying a used hay baler. I hate buying used stuff and it tears up constantly. Sure makes for a rotten way to spend your day when you're working on machines non-stop. Richard, I like you. I should put that on a t-shirt. Maybe put that on a t-shirt one day. Alright, so don't do slabs much anymore. I hate them. In my next video, you're going to see me do some slabs, though, black walnut slabs. They're just cumbersome to fool with. I enjoy it. I'll tell you what's crazy. I would rather grade saw walnut at 1 inch thick than do slabs. I did slabs for so many years. It just, I mean, it's good money. It just got boring. It wasn't exciting anymore because I'd done it so much. Size baler. I don't know. I'm just looking for one that works. I'm not even sure. I'm not even real picky about the size of one right now. You look too young to be retired. How old do you have to look to be retired? Let me know. What page of the rule book shows how old you're supposed to look to be retired? I'm not retired. I work every day, all day, every day of the week. I retired from a previous job, though, when I got my time in. Let me see here. Where's the market crowded with slabs? Is the market crowded with slabs? Yeah, it probably is a little, but people are still buying them and people are still sawing them. If you told me 5 years ago people would still be sawing live edge slabs in 2024, I'd be like, no, there's too many of them. And people are still sawing them. They've not slowed down any, but I would rather grade saw walnut at 1 inch thick than do 9/4 slabs all day. It dries faster, it's easier to handle. And nowadays it seems like Nowadays, it seems like a lot of people want those 1 inch boards because they're sick of working with slabs too. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, I guess. But Walter is with us from down in Georgia. Hello there, Walter. How's it going, buddy? I was thinking about you earlier today. But yeah, the live edge slab market's still there. People are still participating. People are still buying them, still sawing them. It's just, yeah, they do. They want thick stocks for chair legs and stuff like that, and table legs. It's just, I don't know. I did live edge slabs for about 3 or 4 years, man. That's all I did. I didn't saw a 2x4 for like 4 years, I don't think. I did live edge slabs non-stop. I just got burnt out on them. Good money. I'll probably do some more. I mean, the next video, that's what I'm doing. Two net fusions, I'm done with anything. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of truth to that. Now, you can have every machine in the world, but your machine, at some point you gotta get that slab and slide it over to some forks, or maybe lift it up just a little. I mean, those machines don't do it all, and they are hard on your body. He's exactly right about that. Sounds like it's raining outside. What do you think the market's going to be for lumber this year? Gosh. Some of the woodworkers that I sell to, which is a very small amount, are going back to 1-inch boards. But as far as the slabs go, but the market is kind of down. I know guys with larger sawmills than myself, and a lot of those guys are telling me they're down 30% on sales this year. So it's not as great as it was, but it's an election year, and that has an effect on everything. So hopefully by first of the year, it will turn back around, but you have no idea what's going to happen with that. A Bruno clock. I got a clock right there. That's a tractor clock right there. Let me see here. There are 100 sawmills and 10 miles of me. They're all busy. Yeah, small sawmills are probably just fine. It's just you got to know your niche and know what your market is, and make sure you're sawing for the right needs for your area. I tell people all the time, you got to do market research in this field. You got to know what your area is looking for. 0% financing on a new baler. That would be hard to find, probably. Sean Nelson talks about whiskey makers. Yeah. Very hard to buy white oak right now for a sawmill. The whiskey guys have thrown that up. Shay Alexander. Never heard of those guys. Talk about the Massey T754. Okay, white oak is the new black walnut. Yeah, it's sought after here, and it's expensive. Man, it's expensive. A decent white oak log for quarter sawed, which means that's a prime log, $350 a board foot around here just for the log. That's expensive right there. It's hard to make any money on a small sawmill when you're paying $350 for white oak, because it's hard to find a market in my area that's going to pay you enough money to make that worth your while. And if you quarter saw it, your yield's going to be even smaller. The bad part of doing such great videos, you're training your competition. Actually, I wish I had competition in my area, because when people call me wanting their logs sawed, I ain't got time to do custom sawing anymore. And there's nobody around here that does it. I don't have anywhere to send them. How much do you use your 360 camera every video? I use that 360 camera. Where's it at? Well, it's in my bag. Then I use that camera all the time. Great camera to have. Does a good job. Lumber and spiking and softwoods. I've not heard that, but then again, I don't keep up with a lot of that stuff anymore. I keep up locally on what logs are costing and stuff, but I don't keep up on the national level like I probably should, as far as keeping up with what stuff's costing nowadays. Sean Nelson inherited 90 acres of untouched virgin hardwood, more oak than I could possibly count. Well, if that's the case, you're sitting pretty good there, Sean Nelson. 90 acres, my goodness. So here's some information here on the market by somebody that would know, that's in this guy here, this is Woodmiser Colin. He travels the country constantly going to see bigger sawmills. So he's saying the markets are looking up in the short term, stays are down, driving lumber long term will depend on housing. So there you go. There's some good information right there about the market. That guy would know more than I would. He's out here in the real world amongst these large sawmills weekly talking to these guys. So there's some information right there on the local markets. But Sean Nelson there talking about 90 acres. My goodness. Inherited 90 acres of hardwoods. Well, you're sitting pretty good. If it's white oak, you're sitting really good. Red oak, you're still sitting good because you inherited it, but red oak ain't doing very good around here. It's barely bringing 30 cents a board foot around here. One of the log yards quit buying it altogether. Plenty of red oak on hand, I'm assuming. Plenty on hand. What's that thing say? I can't even see what that one says. Some of these comments come through in foreign languages on my end. I can't read them for nothing. Got Ben with us from up in Alaska watching. Are Joy Oliver videos ever when you put up? But could you give me a first name? I just referred to you as Out of the Woods. So my first name's Nathan. If you're asking my name there, Nathan. That's my first name. Nathan Elliott is my full name, actually. We have a super chat from Chris Conley for $10. Thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate you, Nathan, and Chris. Appreciate you watching. Thank you very much for the super chat. Much appreciated. Talk about red oak as being bad for ants in and out of the center rot. We have great red oak around here. I quarter saw it because you get better money out of it. But right now, the large sawmills, they're paying like 30 cents or something. They're paying terribly low for red oak around here. And one large sawmill down toward Morristown, they won't even buy it right now. So I'm not sure what the deal is with that, but red oak is not doing great right now. Neither is cherry around here, but it could be doing good where you're at. White oak and walnut in my area always do very well. The other stuff fluctuates a whole lot. Red oak is a great looking wood. I wondered why it remains so cheap. So around my area, Northeast Tennessee, man, red oak is everywhere, and it's nice northern red oak. You know, we got some pin oak in there and some nasty stuff, but we got some good red oak around here, and it's so plentiful. It's everywhere. It grows nice and straight. No limbs or notch, you know, really high grade, and there's just so much of it. Most of it goes for flooring around here, though, when they do harvest it. Let me see here. All right, so I think we're going to call it quits here, guys. I've got a lot to do this week. I got to try to find me a round baler this week, might cut some hay, and I got a bunch of logs to saw in the 70-mile log to saw. A whole lot of sawing to do this week, which is good. The 70's set up in its new home, and it is nice having all that room down there to saw in. Man, it's nice. No more being tight quarters up there in that other building. Very nice. So anyway, as far as our totals here, got about 300 people on here right now. The super chat total for the night was 52.62. So thank you guys very much for that. Let me see here. The EG200, absolutely. I gotta get that thing up and rolling. I'm looking forward to having that right beside the mill. When do walls go up on the pole barn? They went up about 2 weeks ago. I gotta update you guys. I'm about 2 weeks behind on video footage right now. I've been kind of busy doing some other stuff, but the wall on the barn is finished and it looks pretty good. We have another super chat here from Sean Nelson. Thank you, Sean, for $20. That puts us up to 72, and Bruno's clocks are getting ready to go off in here in the dining room of the clock house. I'll tell you, it's getting ready to get loud in here. It gets loud pretty darn fast. So anyways, all right, guys, I guess I'm done. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I should see you on YouTube either Monday night or Tuesday night. One of the two. Probably Tuesday, more than likely. So, I'll see you guys soon.